Give me 1 second.
You live?
Give me one second. Whoa. Welcome to the Gentlemen's Club Pod.
Yo.
One of your hosts, Joshy Ty.
It's your boy Cardell, reporting live from the Gentlemen's Club Podcast.
My name is Zach. If you guys enjoy the content from this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the Gentlemen's Club Podcast.
That part. Would you pay for a woman's child's food on the first date?
I need more details.
Give me more details.
All right, so
We got context?
there's a video going around social media, the beautiful social media itself,
Content. Agent content.
where this lovely lady had been on a date with this guy, and before they even went on a date, like he picked her up,
Right.
and she's like, "Yo, can you stop at McDonald's? I need to get my child some food."
Right.
So they pull up to the window, skirt, and he looks over at her like,
Where your money at?
"Where your money at?" Shorty rolls her eyes. I think she ends up paying for the food.
Mm-hmm.
But,
but
wasn't it like in the back of her mind, she knows like you ain't getting no ass?
Yeah, and
Like,
at the end
I know
of the
what
day,
kind of
she's
nigga
like,
he
is.
"You ain't getting no ass because of that move." Now we are the Gentlemen's Club Podcast.
True.
So we need to weigh in on this, fellas. What are you thinking here?
All right.
Or should I start?
No. I mean,
Please don't. I'm joking.
It's fine.
okay. Now I have an opposing argument after I give how I move or how I would like to move.
Okay.
I'm always down for that, especially if it's a smaller situation like that. It's nothing super major. If you got to go buy your daughter a car seat, that's kind of like your business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just, especially for a first date. If we're sticking with the context of this
First date, we ain't even got to the date.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just scooped you.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes situations do happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real life situations do happen. It's like, damn, I got to go do this. Something happened with my kid. I have no issue with taking you to do what you need to do, but I still don't really know you like that. And I'm going to let you handle your situations for your child how you want to. If we are stopping to get something to eat, something small that's not a big deal, I'm completely down with that. Man, even if you have you giving me, put that away, I got that.
Yeah.
But my only argument is there's so many situations that I've personally been in where women are not comfortable with that. They do not like to have any handouts or any help.
Yeah.
Which is very, it's difficult because when I saw the video or have an idea what you're talking about, it's just like, well, damn, I've been there, but it's rough because when you try to do that, I've been blocked mad times.
Yeah.
Mad times.
Yeah. Like I don't need you to do that for me.
And it's like, okay, that's cool, but I would like to. And like I'm talking about tooth and nail. Now don't worry about it. It's like, fam, I can't get the I gotta pull that card. It's like, damn, I can't get the food. Like, what's the problem?
It's a really, really, really slippery slope. That situation, because a first date is you're feeling each other out.
I don't even know you.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't know you. I don't know your character. I don't know what kind of person you are.
I don't know your kid.
As far
Probably bad as hell too.
Fuck them kids. No, I'm kidding.
Probably bad as hell.
as much as I would like to think that this is a genuine situation, like it could very well be, all right, I'm trying to get a free meal for me, and I'm trying to get a free meal for my kid. That's what
that finesse was very heavy at one point.
That's what it could be,
right?
And because I've never met you, well, I've never gone out and spent time to get to know you before. I can't decipher which one it is. So I think that there should not be an expectation of, oh yeah, I should pay for your daughter's meal, even if it only, or I should or shouldn't pay for your daughter's meal, even though it's only $4.
Right.
You know, like in the grand scheme of things, if you're going through a drive-through, how much for a child? How much is the food really going to be? But it's like, all right, if we're getting to know each other and I cave on this, if you're that type of person, that's the beginning of, hey, this is going on. Hey, this is going on. Hey, this is
pay
going
my
on.
bills.
And now, it's my
rent.
responsibility to realize, yo, you've been asking me for like simple shit, and it's just been growing more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's slippery, like you said.
So me not paying is a red flag
In your mind.
On your side.
Right.
But I ain't your daddy.
But you asking me is a red flag
on my
mine.
side.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm not your daddy.
unfortunately because of the way things have been when it comes to dating and relationships and all of that stuff. And the guy should pay, you know, especially if we're going out or whatever, and like you should take me out and you should pay. That's going to be difficult because a lot of situations are turning out to be like there's not a lot of reciprocation.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
And I've even seen as far as like suggestions that if a man asks a woman out for a date and she has a child, that you should pay for the babysitter.
Yeah, that was out there.
Hell no.
I think
Hell
that
no.
I
Until
think that
we are in a relationship and we're together. Yes,
I think
then I got you, baby.
I think that
and
goes.
I love single moms. Y'all seen that shit on my. But listen,
I think that
I'm
that
paying
goes.
for dinner.
I think that goes later.
I pay for the gas.
I
and
think
the oil
that goes.
car.
I think that goes later down the line,
Yeah.
and after there's been several months into that, and
Yeah.
you really want to go, and she's like, "Hey, I don't have that.
I don't have
And-
a sitter,
and
or I
if-
don't have the money for the sitter.
Right.
Okay, cool.
I really want to make this happen. Let me take care.
Let
of
me
it.
set
That's
it
when
up.
That's when I think that's appropriate.
Yeah, when y'all have built that relationship, that foundation,
Right.
And now, like, I don't feel like you just finessing me for money
Exactly.
because women do that.
That's
Women do that.
That's a thing.
Heavily.
That is a thing. But that's you can always counter that with that's the quality of women. But I've seen the greatest of finesses. I've probably been finessed for sure. For sure, I've probably
I don't
been
want.
finessed.
I don't
I think
want to
all
talk
of us
about
have.
that.
Yeah, I think all of us
I
have.
would, I would not like to talk about my sore spots.
or me being finessed.
Yeah,
me being finessed.
That doesn't feel good.
There's some lyrics out there for that.
For
I just wrote
sure.
some shit about that.
Facts.
I'm not feeling your energy.
So where do we ultimately stand on that? I think that
I think in that situation, it's a slippery slope, like you said. In that situation, fam, that ain't nothing. If she allowed you to, that's the point. If she allowed you to.
I like that.
But,
I like that.
But at the same point in time,
but
she
her
didn't-
allowing you to means that you initiated the offer to pay in the first place, which you may very well be trying to fill out. All right, is she going to ask me?
true.
And that's what I'm waiting on. Is she gonna ask me? Is she gonna make the effort? Like, here, use.
And check this out.
I would rather her say, "Here, use that," and I'd be like, "Put that away."
Yeah, true.
I got it.
And that's the thing,
Because that's how.
but
It turns into a double fake. It's like now you waiting to see if she pulls out the card, and she's waiting to see if you offer.
and that's what I'm saying.
Don't nobody do shit.
exactly like this.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say. Is like if you do offer and she rejects
532.
it, that could also be a mental note for whoever's partner. To you know what I mean?
But that gets into like this.
Then they start calling
this
you broke
eternal.
boy and
This
all
turns
that
into
shit.
this eternal loop of she doesn't want you to pay, but she wants to see if you're willing to offer to pay.
Exactly.
And you're willing to pay, but you want to see if she's willing to pay.
You're right.
It's a fucking game. We both playing.
It's messed up, man.
So now both of y'all playing games, and now both of y'all are judging each other
Yeah,
person when
all
the
that
reality isn't even what it is.
All of that is whack, man. When you dating these people and you trying to figure out who it is, figure out if they are open to things like that.
So now y'all ain't even going to dinner yet, and y'all got the wrong impression of each other.
Bruh. And it's like, who knows? That situation could have worked out had you guys had talked about it.
Y'all already starting at a negative foot.
Yeah, it's rough. That dating game is insanity.
Just because everybody want to play a game.
Insanity, pure mind games. and
Just
shit.
be who you are. That's
Man.
my suggestion.
Yeah, be who you truly are to your core.
If you truly want to pay for it, offer. If you truly don't want them to pay for it,
Don't
let
everybody know everything they need to know by you just being your true self.
Just be your true self.
Don't be trying to put your
game.
best representative out there if that's not really how you move.
Yeah.
that is a bad foot to get off of unnecessarily.
Because you got to keep it up, and then you end up with some Malcolm and Marie shit.
It's a reference of our last episode. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Absolutely. All right. Well, since we're talking about the whole dating thing and whatnot, the whole Valentine's Day thing, saw mad corny ass videos.
I saw a lot of people in relationships that I didn't know were in
I can't lie. I saw a few reveals too. I wasn't expecting.
Yo,
it. I was like,
it's
oh,
funny
okay.
to me.
Word.
It's funny to me.
Word. Congratulations.
Yo, maybe you stay on my DMs now.
Didn't know. That's crazy.
I remember when I was single and I would come across those reveals. You just like the picture. You like the picture.
Yeah.
You like it, but it.
Actually, no. You go
a day later.
If you're really petty,
You never
throw
like
a little
it.
heart in the comments.
That's war. Now you're blocked and that comment's deleted.
That's funny.
That's war.
Yeah, that's petty though.
But the comment is only to let you know I seen it.
I seen that shit.
Like, yo, like, super happy for you. Congratulations.
The like is like, oh yeah, I seen it and I double tapped it. But the heart is like, I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. All right, I get it.
I saw it.
But there was a lot of those videos going around. You know, it's
the over the top shit. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like, well, if they don't,
I'm not doing that for you on our first Valentine's Day. I wanna put that out here. And I'm a very highly romantic person. But our first Valentine's Day,
I've seen evidence.
Your first birthday.
Wait, what?
No evidence. What evidence?
Yeah, I was about to say where.
Oh, when you've been in a relationship, sir.
I'm very catering. Very.
That's when you've been in a relationship. I've seen that. That's all I'm saying. Wasn't trying to.
Thank you.
Wasn't trying to throw nothing on you that wasn't on you.
That wasn't shade, Zach.
I actually still don't know what he was talking about.
Sorry. Let's move on. All right, but
that
I saw a lot of that, and it just brought up a really one of my favorite points when it comes to how people are when they're in relationships, how they give love, how they show love, and it seems like that.
How do you give love and show love? Or you want to get into?
I'd rather get into the point.
Okay,
my
bad.
I'm incapable, obviously. But anyway, but people are wired differently, and the way that they give and show love is also different. That's why the whole love language thing is really important.
Very important.
But I have an issue with viral videos and quotes and all that stuff being pushed out there, because social media now is the new programming
and the relationship goalposts,
all of that. Yeah. And it's don't get me wrong. You should know what you want, and you should definitely make yourself available to that and not settle for anything.
Yeah.
But at the same point in time, having a standard like that's being pushed out there for everybody to see, I feel like that ruins opportunity to get to know somebody, how they are, and somewhat adjusting to what they could actually bring to the relationship or the date itself.
Yeah.
Like you're really I know the battle is going to be like, well, this is what I want. That's cool. You could only settle for what you want.
Yeah.
If you are also bringing that same energy, but you got to realize, just because you're bringing that same energy, that might not be the way that person likes to be loved or receives love.
Yeah.
Which is that's just one of my biggest issues with that situation.
It's the whole part of understanding love languages, not just your love language, but your partner's love language.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Me personally, as far as like the online showing of affection on social media, I have distanced myself more and more from social media. I know anybody that follows me knows that I either promote shit or I post my son. That's pretty much
great follow.
That's all. That's really all I post. I mean, if you want to see pictures of one of the cutest babies on earth,
fact.
Give me a follow. The kid's adorable.
Yes, my name is Zach. Yes, my name is Zach on Instagram.
But as far as like going over the top, trying to tell the world how I feel about my fiance,
because it becomes a show of that to compete with all the other people who are showing that. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to share how much you love your partner.
I didn't post anything on Valentine's Day,
as you shouldn't have.
You did. It was on your story because I reposted it.
Oh shit! Yeah, I did.
I reposted it.
Oh, look at you! You're a great guy, man.
But
you're a great guy.
But it was only after a comment was made.
Yeah,
it was only after a comment was made, and I'll be incredibly honest about this. And we had a conversation after the fact. I was like, I don't really care what the world thinks of our relationship. I care what you and me think of our relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Factual.
You get too many outside voices into your relationship, it can get dangerous.
Facts. Yeah.
So my main thing is for you to know how I feel about you, for you to feel absolutely, completely secure in that.
Yeah.
I'm not hiding our relationship. If it comes up, if there's a situation that's going to put our relationship to the test, I'm always going to flaunt that we are in this relationship, but I'm not going to go out of my way to flaunt it to the world just because it's a Tuesday.
I think you do flaunt it to the world on the podcast.
This is probably the most. This is probably the
You're
biggest
very vocal
promotion
about your
Yeah,
relationship.
no, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hide it all.
Right.
My relationship, but at the same time, like I'm not just gonna go on Instagram on a Tuesday and just post because.
Well,
whatever.
We've heard both of you guys' take, but I have a completely different take.
I
don't do it for the world, and I do post when I'm in a relationship, my partner pretty frequently because I'm with that motherfucker.
No way.
When I'm with y'all, I post y'all. When I'm with her, she's up there. Whatever.
Okay.
Like if she look fine.
I don't post nothing.
But y'all see, like I post myself a lot. So like, is she looking good that day?
I'm fucking with you, bro.
Damn.
I'm fucking with you.
Damn.
I'm fucking with you.
attacked.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking
The
with
light skinned nigga.
you. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Though.
If he didn't say it, I was.
It's okay.
I'm fucking with you.
But for me, I just post it because it's my show of affection to my woman. Like, although I do show her that affection, within our relationship, I also am like, fuck all these hoes. This is my queen. This is my woman. This is my thing.
Sure.
I'm doing this for myself. It's
Right.
It's not even for the attention of others. It's just because
that's what you want to do.
she fine as hell. I want to post her.
Now,
That's
I
what I want to
will
do.
say this:
Nothing wrong with that.
when I first
I'm
got,
lovey-dovey.
When I first got into this relationship, I did post crazy. It was kind of like a insect repellent. Just kind of like throwing pictures of my girl up everywhere. Like, yo, stop DMing me. Hey, stop texting me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm not responding.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. I like that. That's good.
You got to get the bugs off you.
Right.
And I'm sorry, that's a horrible.
It's a horrible
to say.
reference to say to people who might be
Hey, you
interested
know what?
in
I
you.
started it, so
Right.
I'll take that play.
but no, like I think I wait until like the relationship is confirmed to be like really solid.
For
When
sure.
we're solid, then like boom. I hate seeing the people that like post that we just got in a relationship.
Listen.
Nah, trust me. If we in a relationship, we at least 6 months down the road.
2 to 3 months.
You see that happen a lot though. Like people are really excited and really happy about their relationship. That's completely normal, completely understandable. It just, and I'm not saying you can't do this, but it's just like it feels a way when you have to readjust your social media because you were gung ho about sharing it.
No, it feels it looks away when in 2 months you're doing it again with somebody else.
Yeah.
That's when it looks away.
That's a different conversation. That speaks volumes. But I mean,
you should wait a little.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. So that was just something that I saw that as we're talking about all this stuff that I wanted to point and highlight. Man, you gotta figure out who you're dealing with, how they love, how they want to be loved, vice versa, all of the arounds.
Yeah.
It's important, man. It's important.
Absolutely.
There was one more thing that we had to touch on, and then we're
What's that? Damn it, I can't see.
So there was one more topic that we were talking about.
Lower that a little.
Yeah.
I can't see from right here.
This ties into it. So that ties into
I asked you how this looked before, and you said it was fine.
Well, it was fine before. Now I can see.
Okay. But yeah, when your partner wants you to do something,
they want you to
want to do this. They
something.
genuinely want you to do this
because you want to do it.
because you want to do it. And I feel like that ties in.
I want you to want this.
Yeah, I feel like that ties into my previous point. It's just like, okay,
Sure.
I get it. You want me to want to do this.
Yeah.
What if I just really don't want to?
But I care about you enough to do it anyway.
Or I care about you, so I'm doing it in support of you. I might not want to do this.
And that's great. And that's great. But how many times do you have to do that before there's an issue?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I want you to do this because I want you to want to do this. I want you to want to do this for me. I want you to want to do the dishes after I dirty them all up all day.
And I was going to say that's the greatest simplification of it without like getting too extreme in the details. It's like I want you to want to do the dishes, which is like that's that.
Nobody wants to do the fucking dishes.
Yeah, I don't want to do the dishes.
But it could be something
want
more
to
like
want me to come over. I was actually okay hanging out by myself, but if you want to come over, I'm cool with that.
Exactly. But
an argument.
That can be an issue.
That
is always an issue.
I was
That's
going to say
always an
like
issue.
something like getting your nails done. Like I want you to want to come with me,
I want you to pick the color. I don't really care about what color you
go
pick
with your
nails
girls. Go with your girls.
Oh, the nail thing is I want you to want to come with me so you can sit there while I'm getting my nails done. We're not even sitting next to each other.
Right, for real. It's COVID.
I'm sitting in the waiting room while you're getting your nails done.
It's COVID. But that's that can be an issue. How do we deal with those situations? You know what I mean? Like, how do you combat those things? And without
You lie.
see,
Bruh.
hell no. See, I'm not with that shit. I'm not with that, and that's why I feel so strongly about it, because that's the standard. Happy wife, happy life.
I cannot believe you said that.
But you
happy
do
wife,
those.
happy life. Happy wife, happy life starts with a happy husband. In order for the husband to want to make the wife happy, he has to be happy and give his happiness to his woman. That happiness is a circle
Without
it's
trying
not
to
one way
without trying to cause a divide. I was using that as an example.
What you meant is right.
Yeah, but listen. But before we cause a divide,
No, I'm saying this shit. I'm not bagging up my statement.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that your statement is
I
not
already
your
did this on
statement.
Instagram. Happy wife, happy life starts with a happy husband.
But I'm just saying, in order to make sure that you're getting what you want from your partner,
We getting canceled.
it's extremely important to also make
say this
sure.
every week.
Yeah, it's also important to make sure that you're satisfying them and giving them the things that they want.
Yeah.
It's like you want them to have the energy to pour into your cup. Are you pouring into theirs? Are you
Right.
filling theirs on a daily as much
Right.
as they're giving to you?
And sometimes it's reflecting, like looking internally, like what am I doing for you?
But listen.
What atmosphere am I creating?
But guess
environment
what?
am I creating for you?
What you might be pouring into my cup might not give me the energy that requires me to keep sustaining you and giving that energy back. That's a big point.
But that comes back to communication, because I want you to want me to come over is just like, hey, you know what? I know you want me to want you to come over, but if we're being 100% honest, I was perfectly fine just sitting at my place by myself, just cooling and relaxing.
Right.
Now, if you want to come and join me in that, I'm perfectly fine with that. But I'm not.
But if you don't,
I'm not desperately
pressed.
desiring for you to come over
I'm
right
not
now.
pressed.
Exactly.
Either way, so
I like my space.
and that's the thing where it's like, okay, we can't get offended when somebody says that, because it's like, okay, yeah, I'm cool if you come over,
Right.
Like I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck shit,
Right.
Here they come,
Right.
But it's like
I was chilling. I was
It
chilling.
also wasn't the first thing on my mind,
right.
Yeah.
I was chilling. And
But you can't tell a woman that you're not the first.
You can't
thing
tell
on my
your
mind.
partner that.
But the thing is,
Can't
it's
tell
like
your
to
partner.
be able to
I'm sorry,
have
your
to be
partner.
able to have a healthy relationship, you have to be able to have those conversations without people getting butthurt. But that goes back to me saying, however many episodes ago, you have to start having these relationship conversations when everything is good.
right.
Because when there's a problem and you try to explain these things,
Yeah.
and this is on both sides,
Right.
your butt hurt already. You're not listening.
Yeah.
So if
Or you're not going to say anything at all.
exactly.
Builds resentment.
Resentment. You feel like if you speak up now, you're going to feel stupid, whatever the case may be. And again,
Exactly.
this is on both sides. But if you have these conversations when everything is good, it's so much easier for them to digest it when it's brought up in conflict.
Right.
If I tell you, hey, when everything's good, it's like, hey, by the way, babe, if you ever have an issue, just talk to me about it so we can figure it out so we don't have to fight.
Yeah.
And then when real life situation comes up and you're kind of being a little distant, it's like, hey, babe, what's going on? I don't want to fight with you. Like I said, let's talk. What's going on?
For sure.
Tell me what's wrong.
Absolutely.
Now because we've already had this conversation when things were good, oh, this is what they meant. All right, let's not let this shit fester if you're mentally mature enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there are some toxic people that are just going to let that shit fester because that's who they are.
Yeah.
Because they haven't learned how to deal with their emotions.
Facts.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah.
Your partner is not always going to want to do what you want to do. But
Yeah.
the fact that they're willing to do it,
That is
a show of love.
Everything. That's
that is
everything.
That's a very good point. A very
Make
strong
themselves uncomfortable to make sure that you're comfortable.
point. And that ties into the love language thing, because how this person, they don't necessarily want to do it, but
Yeah.
they are doing that. For them, that could be an act of service for them. This is how I show love. But for you you might want to really feel that. You might want them to go above and beyond without you ever having to say anything or do anything like that. And they just might not be wired that way. They might not have the energy during this time period. Maybe figure out, well, hey, what's going on with you? What could I do to help you get to a better space to where you feel more comfortable in this area? All of that stuff is really important.
Perfect example. My girl, she loves board games. She loves like being around family and playing board games.
Okay.
I hate that shit. I absolutely hate that shit.
I'm with you.
So
I like board games.
I will do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I won't.
Right.
Like if I'm really not feeling it, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
More times than not, I'm going to play the board games because I know she wants me to play the board games.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm never going to want to play the board game.
Right.
Like that's never going to happen.
You're not
Right.
cracking out the boxes like,
Like,
hey,
yo, let's get it going. No,
Right.
no, that's not who I am.
That's a trigger, man. That's a trigger. Because if there's, this is where I join your side. A lot of times, more than not, never mind.
No, go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
From what I've seen around the men that I have been around, I get
your experience.
In my experience, not currently around, but they're always, oh man, yeah, we're about to go do this. But I never, but listen,
I have heard that statement from so many of my
So many men,
bruh. And but to be honest with you,
man,
I don't see a lot of men ask their girl, yo, babe, do you want to come get into this with me or watch this with me or whatnot? We're not even going to ask our girl if they want to do something that we know they don't like to do because we already know how it's going to go.
Mental maturity.
Yeah.
It goes back to mental maturity because let me tell you something. Me and my girl and my son, we watched all 23 MCU movies when we were stuck in the house on COVID.
Right.
She didn't want to. Like, I didn't even have to ask her if she wanted to.
Right.
I know she didn't want to.
Right.
But we did.
True.
And that's why when she wants to play board games,
it can be a give and take.
Right.
It has to be a give and take. I just have seen a lot of scenarios where I'm not doing that.
like Ash, you've heard this statement coming out of her mouth. She does not like superhero movies.
True. For sure.
At all.
For sure.
So to sit there and watch the whole MCU storyline,
I'd be all in though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's sometimes don't get me wrong, it would be super nice if you could actually get into some of the stuff that I personally like. But I'm not mad at you if you don't.
Yeah.
Right, I was about to say that goes back into I want you to want to.
But
It's like, oh, why can't you just get into it? This is so cool. Like that's how men do it.
Yeah.
They try to justify it as like, oh, why don't you like doing this stuff? It's awesome.
well, at least break it down for me. Tell me what you don't like.
Yeah.
And then maybe I can find something that you would like to get into. And that's how we actually bridge this situation. Like find a evil playing ground for each of us to enjoy this so that we can keep spending time together. So you can keep being underneath my wings. So we can keep growing this love. So you can keep taking over my life. I'm talking shit. That's all jokes. I'm joking. But nah, seriously though, there are ways to compromise and find something in the middle. Just make sure that you are also compromising on your side and check in on what makes your partner happy and what fills their cup up instead of just worrying about how they're filling your cup.
Because if one side is getting what they want all the time and the other one is getting dismissed, no matter which side it is, that relationship is doomed to fail because somebody is going to blow up eventually.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's going to be messy,
Yeah.
ugly.
Yep.
And if you're married, it's going to lead to divorce.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That's real. A lot of that is happening.
At the highest rate ever.
That's rough, man.
See, I done put Josh into a bad place. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that. See, we had, like, this is episode 29. We had episode 28 and a half before I hit the record button, and yeah.
That really be the gold right there.
It was really, it was a whole
it was a good,
All right,
quick
so-
10 minutes. Yeah. Reconsider your actions. Before you,
remember, this is getting posted.
yes, going out there. Is there, while you're figuring it out, has there,
I want to air it out or not.
you shouldn't. You probably shouldn't. If you got to think about it, if you
If
got to think about
this
it,
hard, probably not.
probably not.
And even though I know it would be great content,
Is there anything else that's going on in the world that you guys want to speak on, touch on? What's it looking like out there besides Siberia?
Chicago won't stop snowing.
True. That's just ass.
It's terrible.
I haven't left the house in 2 days.
My car's not built for this, man. I'm gonna definitely have to reconsider moving to some other place.
It's fucked up because mine is.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
out
true.
of here.
That's true.
I'm out of here.
It's not working for me. It's a lot of unfortunate things going on around the country, especially in Texas.
Prayers out to all those in Texas.
For sure.
I know as Chicagoans we make jokes about like y'all not being built for the weather, but like these are legitimate issues. Like the infrastructure is not built to handle this, and that's not a joke because people are dying and suffering.
For sure.
I mean, legitimately, people move to Texas to get away from this kind of situation,
right?
And it's been compounded and actually worse than it could ever have imagined to be,
right?
Yeah.
So again,
keep voting, guys.
I'm not with the jokes that I see on social media
at all.
Legitimately, prayers out to those in Texas.
For real.
But what the fuck is up with y'all senator, man? What's that all about? Ted Cruz
got some crickets over there
to Mexico.
Some crickets over there.
I don't want to get into politics, but
hold on. He flew back.
He flew back the next day because he was
getting killed.
He was about to get killed. They was about to hang him.
Yeah. But I saw the photo op on the timeline today.
Yeah, he got caught at the airport.
Yeah.
No, I saw the photo op of now that he's back, him handing water to people. You know the photo.
He
op.
got to.
Well, yeah,
he got to.
Yeah.
But why did you fly commercial? Why did you fly commercial in the middle of all that's going on? You flew fucking commercial, dog?
In all honesty, I think in that situation,
cheap motherfucker.
In that situation, if we're just playing devil's advocate and just trying to explain the actions, I think that was the only way he was getting out, was flying commercial. I don't think that he was going to be able to get the private joint out because the airport was literally about to shut down.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
Like he caught one of the last flights out that mug. And it might not have been enough time to get the PJ in line.
He definitely caught one back. But nevertheless.
Situation, man.
Nevertheless.
So if you guys enjoy the content that you heard today on the Gentleman's Club Pod, please like, subscribe, and share all the content that you're enjoying here. Follow us on Instagram on the Gentleman's Club Podcast. You make this really hard for me to do because you keep laughing.
Ass, keep it together. We have to do this.
I'm sorry, and I know. And please don't take me laughing as if I don't care. I would love it if you guys shared, liked, subscribed. I would love all of that stuff. It's just funny to me when you see it in the video. If you've watched other videos, you know it's in there. Whatnot. It's just funny to me. Hey man,
15 videos.
Hey man, but
every single one of them.
Exactly. So, but if you guys genuinely do enjoy this podcast, share that stuff, man. Put the word out. Let people know. You know what I mean? We'd appreciate it.
And if you think that I should be a late night radio host,
do a poll.
Hey,
let's put a poll up on the page.
Just share this section to your favorite radio station. Put your boy on.
There you go. Share. Let's do a poll, man. Should Zach start doing some videos?
I'll take on a radio personality name because I know Zach doesn't sound sexy at all.
But you got to be in front of the camera, Zach.
For radio? Do you know what radio is?
Yes, but they do have cameras in the radio.
You do have to realize. Well, don't get me wrong. You could have his own radio station. You know what I mean? You could find a way to do it.
I mean, yeah.
But what are we in? What age are we in?
I have a YouTube channel.
Okay. That's true. We're not saying that you can't do it. Just saying that, maybe if you step in
uncomfortable.
Maybe the gentleman's. I'm not. Look.
Uncomfortability.
Are we going to air this out on this podcast before we wrap up?
Let's do it.
I am in no way, shape, or form uncomfortable in doing the podcast from a video standpoint.
Okay.
As I've talked to you guys on several points, I don't bring this up a lot because I don't really care to justify this to the world.
Right.
But there is so much stuff that I am doing while we're actually recording. It doesn't look good.
Facts.
They probably like to see it.
This is true. This is true, man.
I'm in really uncomfortable positions. I actually put myself in as comfortable position as I can while I'm doing this, which is not good for camera. It goes against all the camera etiquette that I know and I'm aware of, and I see both of you guys violate on a regular basis, and it just annoys me. But not the point.
You gotta put it on the screen, man. It's like, stop moving, nigga.
Y'all don't read the screen.
I'm sorry. I be engaged with my people when I talk.
So I'm not opposed to it. One, we don't have proper equipment to be able to do that at this exact time.
Right.
I know we have talked about adding that equipment as well.
Right.
So if we have the equipment available to us, I would actually legitimately consider putting myself on camera as well. But with everything going on in my life, and I know your guys' life as well, especially at this exact moment, it's not possible.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So,
well, we appreciate you giving us that breakdown.
So everybody stop asking me why I'm not on camera, please.
Good times, man. You guys got anything else for us?
I've got my grievances off. I'm good.
All right. What about you, Justin Ty? You good? All right. Well, we are going to slide the fuck out. We appreciate you guys. We will catch you next week.
Just going to let it play for a second.
That's a great beat, man.
Canceling a date.